What's up, y'all? I'm Kapwani, and I'm here at Having It Made with Alexandria Jade. Y'all should tune in.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I don't need your respect, cause I got it, man. I got it made. 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 I got it made.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
I got it
8,
made.
9.
I got it made. I got it made. I got it made. I got it made.
Kapwani is most certainly an artist to be on the lookout for. With a jazzy and sultry sound, this beautiful soul is still fly. It has the wisdom to take you on a journey you didn't know you needed. Her latest EP, She, feels like a sunny morning with tea and incense, and today she is bringing that sunny energy with us here on the show. I am so happy to have the one and only Kapwani.
Thank you for having me. That was so nice. I feel loved.
You are loved. You're amazing. You know that, right?
Yes. Thank you.
Facts. So, how you feeling? What's the vibes today?
Just woke up, got ready, came here, and so my day is starting.
Yeah. I love this hair.
Thank you.
How
I've been growing it for 4 years and some change. It'll be 5 years in August.
So, for those, go ahead.
I'm finally getting some hang time.
The hang time is giving. Do you feel like you went through an ugly stage with your locks?
Yes, when I first started. But I don't think there's an ugly stage. Like, I think, my reasoning for starting was because I felt like I was conforming to society's beauty standards. And I used to get sew-ins a lot. And one day, like, I was getting ready, like, getting my hair together and all that stuff, washing my bundles and whatnot. And I was just looking at it, and I was just like, why am I putting all this in my head?
Yeah.
I was like, why do you not like yourself in the mirror? So then I got that sew-in one last time and then cut my hair and started my locks. And then I grew to love them over time. But I did go through that little boy stage. Like, my hair was like short.
Yeah, forgive me. I don't mean to necessarily say the ugly stage, but a lot of people I talk to, they're like, oh, when you first start.
Oh, no, it was bad. It was bad.
Not it.
Like, it was not it. I was covering my hair. I think I did like faux locks for the first month because I couldn't fathom it. But then I was just like, bro, your locks aren't gonna be thick and beautiful like how you want if you keep wrapping your hair up. Like, this is not why you did it. So I had to force myself. But luckily, it was the pandemic, so I was in the house anyways.
I wanted to start mine during the pandemic.
That was a perfect time.
I believe it.
Because it takes a minute for it to just get like this. Like, even just like in the first year, like, your hair will start budding, but it's not even like as dense.
Yeah.
It's like how it is now.
It's so
it's
beautiful.
like the sooner you start,
is the sooner
faster you
your
get
journey.
to that, because it takes so long.
It's giving everything it's supposed to give.
Thank you.
So let's get into the accessories. For those that are listening, Kapwani has some really cute jewelry that she's wearing. Can you tell me what you got on right
I
now?
have on a silver bangle. I got it out of my mom's closet.
Shout out to moms.
This just has my name on it. I got this in Tanzania. This is a Tanzanian flag. I got this in Dar es Salaam. So this is an island that's like right outside of Tanzania. But a lot of people visit. It's beautiful. Like, the water is like, it's so clear, like you can see through it. Like, it looks like it's teal and the sand is like white. But yeah, I love this. I got this from a store out there. And then this was my aunt's. And she passed away. And then this, I just got this somewhere in Little 5 Points. Like,
Yeah. Shout out to Lil 5. We love Lil 5.
Whenever.
You can't go Lil 5 without buying something.
Yes. Even walking down the street, like, the people be selling stuff walking down the street. Shea butter, whatever you need.
So you are Tanzanian. That's beautiful. How often do you go home, you would say?
Every other year.
Okay.
But I didn't, like, I went once when I was 6, and then we never went back for like a long time. And then when I was 20, that's when we started going back every other year.
Okay. How old are you currently?
24.
24. Shout out to 24. 24 is a good year. How do you like 24?
I just feel like I'm a year older. That's how I felt. Like, I don't know. As we get older, like, birthdays, like, when I was younger, I used to be like, oh, it's my birthday. Like, da, da, da. But now I really be wanting like a chill birthday. Like, I don't be wanting too much.
Man,
like,
listen.
as long as I got like some nice food, a little wine, maybe a little tree here and there. I'm good.
Yeah,
That's
it's
a good
like
birthday for me, and I
it's
see my loved ones.
it's like as we get older, life is asking more from us,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like we want to put more into ourselves. So we just kind of like, oh, it's my birthday. Let me chill out this year.
I don't know. I just don't like all the stress that comes with it. Like, you know, like when people like do the whole extravaganza, I need to have this, and that. It's too much, bro. Like, it gives me too much anxiety. Like, I'm a really, like I said, when I said I'm a simple girl, like I really am. It does not take much for me to be happy.
What's considered simple for Kapwani?
Simple for me? In what way? Like, what factor?
Like, what would make you happy just in the most simplest way possible?
When somebody like if somebody's over my house and stuff, and like we having like a little get together, and if you clean up, I mean, I was gonna clean up anyways, but like if you do it without like saying anything, and like you help me with the dishes, and yeah, that makes me happy.
Acts of service, girly.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay.
Like,
We don't want to have to ask.
you spent
Just
the night,
do it.
You fold up the covers and stuff, like that makes me happy.
I love it. So Philly.
I was born there.
Born and raised.
No. So I was born there, and then my parents moved here when I was 3 because my dad was working for IBM. But then my parents split up, and so my dad went back up to Philly. So I would see him every summer and spend like summers up there. And then my aunt lives up there. And then I usually try to go every like summer and like New Year's or Christmas.
So I take it you have a mix of that Philly music culture as well as like here in Atlanta.
When I speak, how music influences me didn't come from my parents or like who I was around, because my parents are African, so they don't really listen. Well, my dad, he's like really Americanized and like studious. He does not listen to any music like at all. My mom, she just listened to what's on the radio. So a lot of like the music that I found was like me just being an internet kid, like chronically online and on YouTube watching music videos. So
I read somewhere you say your uncle had the college dropout on CD.
He did indeed. That was my mom's younger brother. So we weren't in Philly anymore by that time, but he did indeed have that.
Yeah. You didn't get in trouble for like listening to certain stuff, did you?
No.
Okay.
My mom don't know. Like half the time, like with rap songs, like she don't even be knowing what they saying. Like she just be bopping her head. So we never really got in trouble. That wasn't really monetized.
Yeah. So what would you say, like, who did you end up listening to? Like, who would you find on the just?
So as a kid, well, I just always been like a music kid. So like in 4th grade, I did chorus, but I literally only did that because I don't like school and I wanted to go on the field trips. But that was how I found out I could sing. So I did chorus from like 4th to 8th grade, and then I also was playing the violin from like 6th till 12th grade.
Wow.
So I have like a classic, like I was like classically trained. And then as far as like music that I liked listening to, as a kid, of course we all loved those TV shows, songs like Hannah Montana and whatnot. But once I got to middle school and like I had my own like touchscreen phone, I literally would just be on YouTube, like watching videos. That's how I found out about, I've been listening to Hiatus Coyote since I was in middle school.
Wow.
Like I knew about them in middle school. Like I thought she was a black woman. But
We all did.
yes, but I love her down.
love
Protect
Napalm.
Napalm at all costs.
Oh God.
I love her down.
Absolutely.
I found like Hiatus Coyote. That's how I found about Jill Scott, Erykah Badu. Like I remember like asking my mom like, who is this lady? But she just knew about Erykah Badu because she would dress very tribal,
Right.
Especially back in like the 90s and stuff. So that's how I got into like that whole world, just being online.
Yeah.
D'Angelo, all that stuff, like
Yeah.
YouTube.
Speaking of Philly, have you ever been to the Roots picnic?
No, what's that?
It's in Philly. They hold it like the
my dad's boring,
Soulquarians
bro.
and the Roots, like they all come together. It's amazing.
It's a festival every year?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you gotta check it out. I think
didn't
you
know
would love
that.
it. You're gonna be on that
See,
stage one day.
I'm not a Philly baby. Like I was born in Philly, but like my dad is boring as shit.
Yeah.
Like, he just does taxes.
But I feel like it's still in you, whether you believe it or not.
Yeah, because I was born there. Sometimes I wonder like who my mom was around, like when I was in her womb.
Yeah.
Like maybe they was playing that music around her. So I hope I'm on that stage one day.
You are gonna be on that stage one day because we're gonna manifest it right here.
Yes, indeed.
So tell me a little bit about school. Like, what kind of schools did you go to?
So in elementary school, I went to if you're from Atlanta, then you're gonna know where this is at. But in elementary school, I went to school in Smyrna. I went to a school called King Springs, and then that was a really mixed school. But then by middle school, I ended up going to a school called Griffin Middle. So there, like, I was just going to school with a lot of black kids and like Hispanics. And then by high school came around, I always wanted to do music as like a kid. I just didn't know if it was possible or like feasible, especially because like having immigrant parents, like they're like, what are you talking about? Like, to go to school. So in ninth grade, I decided to go to Pebblebrook and I auditioned for their magnet program. And so I was a vocal major and a dance minor, but I only stayed for a month because that school was ghetto as hell. Like, the program was amazing, and I don't like that word either. Sorry, bleep that out.
Sorry.
But let's just say it was a lower income school, and the magnet program was what was bringing in the money for that school. And the students that attended that school weren't really to my mom's liking. So she yanked me out of there and took me to a school in Powder Springs called Hillgrove to just get better education and whatnot. And I did get good education, but my time there, just because of how I grew up, it was my first time being like in a predominantly white space. So it felt like a culture shock. So I was like kind of depressed through that time. Like, I had stopped music altogether. Like, I just was playing the violin and I was singing at home.
Well, that's good. You were still playing the violin.
Yes. And then by the end of high school, I ended up going to West Georgia. So I was there for a year, but it was too country for me. So I was like, I gotta get up out of here. And then I transferred to state.
Okay. And what was that like, just being at state?
I was happy because I didn't really I don't know, like, people go to college like looking for like the college experience and whatnot. I don't know if I'm an introvert. I don't think I am. I think I'm very extroverted, but I'm very like discerning with who I want to hang around.
Absolutely.
So I can be a little like shy to all of that. So even at West Georgia, like, even though I was like on the campus, like, I didn't really feel like I was even experiencing that. Like, I was just with my best friend and I would go to my room and go to class. But as far as like once I got to state, because it's like a city, I loved walking around and like being able to be on my own timing. Plus everybody at state is like, they're commuting there, you know, like everybody's on their own footing. So
with you being Tanzanian, did you always know singing was something that you wanted to do, or did your parents have other plans for you?
No, that's what I knew I always wanted to do. My parents had other plans. Like, I'm still in school now. Like, I have a year left. Like, I took a break. But, like, they want me to finish school so bad.
Yeah.
Like, they don't...
But they don't see what's going on with the music.
No, girl. I mean, my mom is more supportive. But my dad, like, he be thinking, like, it's a little play. Like, girl, you need to finish school.
You need to get your degree.
I am going to finish it, but like you are manifesting into me, I believe in myself, and I work really hard at this. Like, I put a huge amount of my life into this music. So I believe one day I'm going to be somewhere and it's going to pay off.
You are, for sure. Absolutely. So with you being in school and doing music, what kind of schedule is that? Like, what does that look like for you?
It's all over the place and it's not easy. And then on top of that, like, I work too because I don't got nobody giving me money.
No.
I don't got no money on
Not
that.
in this economy.
Not at all. So my schedule can be real, like, sometimes it can be a little chaotic because, like, you end up having work and then you got a show after, or you got work and you want to go make music and, well, you got to, nigga. You feel like you wanted to go you have a studio session after class, or, you know, it could just be a lot. And then by the time you get home, like, you only get like this slither amount, like, to yourself to not even think about any of that. So sometimes it can be really chaotic, but I don't know. I feel like the fun times and like whenever I make really good music that I'm proud of, like it overweighs it. Like it makes me feel really like proud and grateful that like God's even let me be a vessel to get this out.
Yeah, so you briefly talked about how you stopped singing for a while, and you're at Georgia State. So when did you start singing again exactly?
So I used to skateboard. And
Oh, snap. You still skateboard?
No, but I still have my board. But
What?
If I pulled it out, I probably could just like ride around on it, but I can't do no tricks anymore.
Pause. That is dope. You skateboard?
Yes.
What can't you do?
What can I do?
I don't want you to answer that, but you skateboard?
Yes. So I was skateboarding. I went to the skate park, and I ran into my ex. But my ex. No, for real. No Drake, pun intended. But I went to the skate park, and my ex at the time, he had this friend of his that was rapping. But he had been doing that since like high school. But he basically was telling me how he signed a distribution deal with Sony. And so I was like, you know I can sing, right? And like everybody thought I was lying. Like they were laughing at me. Cause back then too, like I know a lot of y'all is fashion girlies now and don't come for me because like I like being simple. But I was on like them pieces and shit, like the Rick, like all of that stuff. Like I had that years ago. So niggas knew me for my clothes, really. So everybody was laughing at me. They were just like, what are you talking about? And I was like, I'm being for real. Like I can sing. So then he was like, okay, pull up to the studio this day. So I pull up. I had like one song that I wrote. Like it was so bad. It was so bad. But I decided to go. And I sung the song, and then everybody was like, you need to keep doing that. Like, keep making them songs. So then I just started doing it, like, as, like, a little, just a hobby, just for fun. Like, I didn't even, like, put it out, like, for a long time. Like, it was all just sitting in my notes. And I just let people hear it sometimes, whenever. But every time I let somebody hear it, they'd be like, this out? Why you ain't put this out? Like, you should put this out. So then, by 2020, I decided to just drop like a little EP that I put together. I think it was like 6 or 7 songs, and I think the one song on there is called Not the One. That's like the biggest song on my SoundCloud till this day. But like that song like just blew up, and then after that I was just like I'm gonna see how this go. And within like a month, I had got booked for a show. I looked cute, but I was nervous. I didn't know how to perform then. But after that, that's just really how I kept rolling. Like I just was just going with the motions.
After that, it was just like a domino effect. You had like people just hitting your line. What was the actual like big break for you when you feel like people were like,
I know back then. No, that wasn't like that was just me like. I still feel like I'm just putting my foot in the water. Like I haven't done what I want to do. But once the world opened back up, and like, I did that performance with Lib, and like extremely grateful.
Hold up, you did a performance with Lib? Pause.
Amazing artist, talented artist. She's gonna be. I don't even want to compare her to nobody, but she's gonna be big, and y'all need to wake up. For real. Wake up. But after I did that, like people in Atlanta definitely was like, oh shit, like the scene people just like, oh, like you kind of doing stuff now. But after that, like soon after that, I don't know, like you were saying alignment. I don't know if it was alignment or whatnot, but out of nowhere I don't have a manager anymore, but my manager at the time, she had reached out to me and was like, I want to help you, like, and whatnot. So we end up doing that, and we had started, I think I was just posting pictures on Instagram, just looking cute, just posting pictures. And I posted this one picture, and I did look good, like, was looking tea. I woke up the next morning, it was like 3,000 likes. I was like, what? Like, and then on top of that, like, I'm not an Instagram type of person. Like, I really don't give a fuck about how many followers somebody has. Like, whether you have 20 or like 100K, like, I treat everybody the same. We're all just people.
Facts.
So I was never somebody that was like, Instagram famous. Like I was like, what the fuck is going on? After that, we start like pushing the music. I dropped Hello. That's probably one of my biggest songs. Yeah. I dropped that song and like I did like a photo shoot for it, and it just blew up like 7,000 likes in one day. Like, and after that, like people just started listening to my music, and then I started getting like booked for shows and stuff. Like I've been performing around the city for a good 3 years. Like,
You really do this.
no, for real. Like I've been doing this for a minute. I'm trying to take me on tour.
You really do
I want
this.
to do a 28. I want to do a 20-date tour. I love
Yeah,
performing.
let's get into it. So you just had a tour recently. It was late fall of last year with Wiley. What was that like?
So I did 3 dates. It was a small tour. Not for Wiley though. He's amazing and talented too, and very humble person. I did the Atlanta show, I did New York, and then I did Boston. So Atlanta, I was really happy, and they did show a lot of love. I was really happy because I've always wanted to perform at Aisle 5, and I done seen some of my favorite artists perform there.
Facts.
So
Shout out to Liv.
like, so that was on my bucket list.
Yeah.
And then I've also like seen my friends perform there.
Okay.
So that one was like, yes, got that one. Next, I need center stage. But yeah, I was really happy to do that one. I was nervous, but you know, like Wiley packs out. All the shows were sold out, by the way. New York, I was nervous. I was so nervous. I was very, very, very nervous.
What were the vibes like in New York?
I did like it, and the crowd did like my set, but I definitely felt like the opener energy, like we came to see Wiley.
Yeah.
Like, we wanted to see Wiley, but it was still like good to get out there, and they definitely loved my set. Like once I was off stage and like getting drinks and stuff, like people were coming up to me and like asking for my information and all
For
that stuff.
sure. It's hard to
So-
be a performer.
But
An
New York
opener.
is a tough. If you can make it in New York, you can make it anywhere, because they say that that's like one of the tough cities. So I was like, hey, at least they said I did good, and I had a good time. And then Boston, I loved Boston. I don't know, they be saying they kind of racist out there,
Yeah, I've heard that
but
too.
they wasn't racist to me.
They don't do
They
us
was-
right out there, apparently.
They were so nice. Like they were very attentive. Like they were very interactive with the set. Yeah, they loved me down. I loved Boston, and the city was so clean. It's very, very clean and like chic. Like I could see myself living there. But I don't know. I'll have to go again and like stay for a couple of days.
Okay, so before we run out of time, let's get into the music. So let's talk about this latest EP, She. Oh, it's so good. I love the album cover first and foremost.
Thank you.
Where did you shoot the album cover? It's like all green.
So we went to this. It's a park. It's somewhere in like north. I want to say Buckhead.
Okay.
But we just went to a park because I was looking for a phone booth, like a red phone booth. So we found it. But then there was like this wall that was behind it, and there was like a little like pocket, and my manager at the time was just like stand in between there and take the shot, and then we took it. And I don't really like AI. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
but it's
F AI.
becoming our. Should I really? Should I say that?
Say what you need to say.
I don't care. Y'all know it's already out. So we took that picture, that film picture, and then we put it through an AI thingy, and it made it enlarged. So it looked. That's how you see all the green around. I mean, I was next to a bush, but the AI is really what made the other leaves and made it more voluptuous. But nobody notices. 'Cause nobody's clocked me yet.
Right.
I just let
But
y'all
you
know.
just spilled the tea, so
Just a little.
just a little bit. So I love how you start off the EP. You're saying, I've been getting my mind right because the timing is always right. And like if you let that sit for a minute, it'll register. But for those that don't know what that means, can you elaborate?
This is what's fun about music, because like I get to see how other people interpret it. I was just saying it as is. Really like being an artist and not like initially like popping off when you want to, or like getting certain opportunities when you thought that you would by a certain time. Like, it was just me, like, reminding myself, like, hey, be nice to yourself, talk to yourself right, because when it does come, you'll be ready. And yeah, that was basically.
It's so beautiful. And I love the collab with you and Wade Brown. I just recently saw him
Up and
at
down now.
For the Love of Music. Like, the harmonies are scary. Nothing even matters. Lit.
We performed at the same event.
Yeah.
And at rehearsals, I heard him sing, and I love D'Angelo. I stand D'Angelo.
We got D'Angelo right here on the side with us.
I love this man. And D'Angelo, I'm not gonna say that. Oh, fine.
Say what you need to say. You holding back on me.
But hold on, I just lost my train of thought.
You love D'Angelo. You gonna say something about D'Angelo. But Wade Brown,
Wade. When I heard Wade sing, he immediately said, I was like, what the fuck?
It's so rich.
Like, I was like, yes. I was like, I need a song with you. Like, I was like, we have to get a song together. And then I'm kind of like picky, like with who I like do music with. So
nice.
I don't have that many features other than David the Tragic, because we're like best friends. But yeah, like I was just like, I need you on this song. I feel like you would sound really good with my voice, and it came together perfectly.
It gave everything it was supposed to. Yeah. Okay, dream collab, go.
Dream collab. Sarah creative partner. No, I already did that. Y'all can't know all the tea, bro. I already did that though, but I'm not gonna speak on that. But I'm gonna say Sarah creative partners, but I know like they don't really drop music anymore.
I need to check them out then. We need to get them on the podcast so they can start making more music.
They're amazing. Their music is like from like mid 2010s, early 2000s.
So I know you're trying to get more into jazz as well. So I got you a little something just to inspire you and keep you going. I always get people presents because I like to trick on people.
What?
That's just me. So I got you. Drum roll, please. I got you the one and only Esperanza Spalding.
Stop! Yo, stop!
Radio music.
This woman is hard. Yo, bro. You gotta get bro. That's what you make me cry. Like, stop.
The album was released in 2012.
Yes, I know. I have this in my phone. They're like, what?
For best jazz vocal album. We love Esperanza. I grew up on this album. Like, when I used to run track, it was all my mom played. So I wanted to give it to you, and I hope you like.
Can you please? No, I fucking love it. Can you give me a hug? Like, you just made my entire day. What the fuck? Oh my god! Like, literally.
Aww,
no, because I collect vinyls because I feel like physical copies of music is like a dying thing, and like soon we're not going to be able to own anything, like not even houses. And I just want to be able to like pass down to my kids like really, really, really good music. Important woman, so important to music. One of the reasons I play the bass. But or why I started picking it up. But
I love that for you. Can I come to a session when you start playing?
Yes, I'm in the early stages.
No, we don't care
I'm
about
so
that.
happy. Like,
the fact is, you're playing it.
Thank you so much for this.
Absolutely.
Like, thank you so much. Thank you.
Absolutely, queen.
Dang, like, how can I repay you?
You don't have to. I'm just so happy you came up to this show today. So let's. Any last words, Kapwani? Any last shout out?
She's the best. And shout out, yes, come in and sit down with this lovely lady. And she's very cool. She didn't ask me any dumb questions. You asked me really good questions. I'm really happy with my time here today. Yes. I'm so serious. Like,
well, I would like to thank my lovely guest Kapwani for joining me today. You guys be sure to check out her latest project EP. She is out now. It is incredible. Like, I'm trying to tell you, you're going to gain so much wisdom just listening to this lovely old soul. Thank you so much for joining us today.
for having having me.
I'm Alexandria J. You guys be sure to like, subscribe to the page, like us on Instagram, follow us at Having It Made. Thank you so much, Kapwani, and we will see you guys next episode.
I got it made. I got it made. I got it made.